Hello, something guys and gals. This is something guy 912. Now, I'm pretty sure all of you know that I play video games a lot and is the major reason why I get often distracted from my other works. I can't imagine how many fucking days I have put into playing Team Fortress 2 just to get that new hat or try to upgrade the kill counters on my strange weapons. But obviously, this is all fucking male privilege. That I've been privileged as a male to play these video games, and that I have intentionally and deliberately have tried to make women exclusive from that. Because this video called 25 Invisible Benefits of Gaming While Male by who other than Feminist Frequency. Yes, people, it's gotten to the point where they're going to fucking pull out fucking privileges straight out of a hat of male gamers like me. And as you know, I've made quite a few videos about how this perceived fucking privilege and fucking misogyny seems complete bullshit. Not because I'm a fucking man, but because I have a brain. But of course, it has nothing to do with me having a brain. I'm just privileged. So obviously, I'm going to defend the stance that would incriminate me. So let's make a fucking response and see how I benefit from playing video games. Playing with privilege. I would like to know who exactly. I haven't heard about it. Unless you're talking about Feminist Frequency herself, which is kind of confirmation bias. Not to mention, her definition of harassment is not exactly continuous with the Webster's Dictionary of Harassment. But yeah, go on. Tell us your definition of harassment and how it applies to reality. Yeah, because there isn't. You are the guys trying to create the problem. You're trying to, make a fucking stage of smokes and mirrors. And by the way, where the fuck is Aeneas Sarkeesian in this video? Shouldn't Aeneas Sarkeesian be doing this, not this guy who's weirdly, whispering, he's like, I want to tell you guys about, the things and whatnot. Since I'm already been pulled into the narrative that I am a white male privileged misogynist, I have to make sure that when I whisper, I don't look as though I am empowering other women to speak out. Or possibly imaginary because they don't fucking exist. But here, just go. I wanna hear it. All right, let's hear them. And as I have stated before, harassment by Feminist Frequency's definition is pretty much fucking superfluous. It can be fucking comments on her video that justify her having to disable comments. Pretty much silencing anyone who even had valid criticisms and people that did support her, surprisingly enough. But yeah, that's the problem, is that what fucking harassment exactly? Are you talking about people who trash talk other people because they're doing well? Because I get that shit all the time. Where's my fucking goddamn badge? Where's my fucking shoulder to cry on, huh? Where's all the times that I played fucking Team Fortress 2 and I got fucking people saying that I'm fucking hacking or something like that? That's just typical fucking trash talk. That is not fucking harassment. Because there's this little secret that you can do. There's this little button called the, what is it? The mute button? Yeah, you can mute people, And I don't have to mute everyone. I can just mute that particular person. I don't have to go fucking Anita Sarkeesian on their ass and silence everyone because I don't like the things they're saying to me. Well, obviously. And by the way, how the fuck is this a privilege? That doesn't sound like a privilege at all. Of course, it isn't, because gaming culture is not gender specific. Only the SJWs and the feminazis want to pretend as if it's something gender specific. Yes, the larger demographic of the gaming culture is male, but there are women who do play the game. It's just like with those fucking essays that I wrote, that with that person saying, well, because there's a lot more men happen to enjoying Milo Pony and less women, then obviously sexism going on. That, we just need to add more. That you fucking people don't seem to understand that people enjoy things because they enjoy them, not because of their specific gender. That there happens to be less women who enjoy video games because they just don't like playing video games as much as men do. Simple as that. Just kind of something in our little psyches. But it's not fucking sexism. But come on, let's get going. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. Have you ever heard of Darkside Phil? He's a male gamer. He's made really shitty commentary videos where he records the video game footage from a camera, not using like an HDMI cable where the video quality be perfect, and he plays like fucking shit. And people get at him because he plays like shit. Not because he fucking is a man. Are you going to forget about that guy right there? You're going to forget about him conveniently? And I'm sure that if it was a man who is making these statements about, the tropes versus women in video games, he would get the same amount of backlash because what he's saying is stupid, not because he's a fucking man. Once again, another fucking goddamn confirmation bias from Feminist Frequency herself. Conveniently not in this video series. Because when people were asking for gamer cred, they were usually pulling up this video where she was saying, oh, I don't play video games. I don't want to blow people's heads off. It's just gross. Yeah, she said that before. I mean, yeah, maybe she changed her mind about it now, but we can't forget that she did say that, and that, she wasn't exactly trying to speak for the mindset of gamers if she hasn't or wasn't going to play video games. It has nothing fucking to do with her fucking gender. And when men say that, oh, you can't possibly be a woman when they're playing a video game, it's because that not very often do women play video games. And there's also the internet anonymity kind of thing going on there. It's hard to tell if somebody is male or female. Who knows? There'd probably be male gamers or female gamers pretending to be male. Who knows? And as I have gone into detail, Feminist Frequency does not show that she actually enjoys or is fond of video games, nor even understands the video games that she's trying to critique about supposed sexism, just like Hitman Absolution and BioShock, or any of the GTA series at all. She fails to understand the context of reality and fantasy, or even considering that Hitman Absolution is a game where you indiscriminately kill certain people for cash and that you're not supposed to kill fucking hookers in a strip club because that will penalize you. Or penalize you, if you want to get all fucking accentual on me. But let's keep going, because I know you're going to bring up more fucking straws. Oh, bull fucking shit. Have you ever heard of G4? There's plenty of fucking women who talk about fucking video games and not fucking called out because they're fucking women. Because they clearly demonstrate that they fucking enjoy video games and they know what the fuck they're talking about. I forgot her fucking name, but she's got like, well, she's like pretty damn hot objectively by all male gamers and whatnot, but she actually fucking enjoys it. She talks about fucking cosplay, for crying out loud. It has nothing fucking to do with them being female. We ask for validation that they enjoy video games because video games are inclusive to that nature. If you pretend that you enjoy video games and want to talk to people about how video games are sexist, yeah, people are going to be asking, because if you don't have any fucking cred, then you have no fucking right to even talk about it. You can be if you're a male. It may not happen as often, but it still happens. It's not exactly 0 to 1. Well, I don't think any gamer should be expected to say that. Even I shouldn't be expected to say that. If somebody asks for my opinion, it's just, yeah, my opinion is my own. I don't speak for the entirety of all gamers because, genders aren't fucking communities. So even by that previous statement, that just seems fucking blah, blah, just blah, 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 blah. I live in the narrative, so I gotta make up fucking conclusions from nowhere, since they're invisible or imaginary. As I said with Darkside Phil, he was shit canned because he played shittily. He played like absolute fucking shit. He spent fucking 30 minutes trying to figure out how to crouch jump in Black Mesa. Okay? And he was male. So how the fuck can you even say that? It does not matter what gender you are. If you play like fucking shit, people are going to get at you for playing like fucking shit. It does not matter if you're male or female. I don't even fucking know what you're even talking about here. Natural biological functions. So are you like saying that like, like, are you talking about like the game jam issue where that guy was asking, I think, I don't know, Zoe Quinn possibly, if, would you being a female make a disadvantage to your team or whatnot? But overall, the game jam thing was just a fucking sham. It was just a bunch of corporate cocksucking. It was supposed to be something where people could actually express their enjoyment of video games, but it pretty much turned into Mountain Dew and a pointless competition. But whatever you just said just made no fucking sense. Darkside Phil does the same exact thing, still gets called out for shit, and he's a male, so it's like most of these I can just pull up Darkside Phil for, surprisingly enough. Darkside Phil right there. Because it seems to be apparent that gamers want people who can express the game in a positive light. That's why people like Total Biscuit, not because he's a fucking man, but of course it's going to be that way because he's against the fucking ethics, the questionable ethics of gaming journalism, not because he has anything valid to say against about it. No, because since you guys live in the narrative and you're trying to detract the situation from gaming journalism to sexism within the video game industry, you're going to say that Total Biscuit is a misogynist, principally by his fucking color. And I have to wonder, who's the real fucking sexist in this situation? The people who are trying to call out the people for the actions that they did, or the people who automatically demonize and ostracize all men in video games because they're men? I have to wonder. And as I said before, it does not matter it does not matter what gender you are. You can enjoy cute, odd, weird things about video games. The problem it seems to be with Ania Sarkeesian's points is that she grossly does not understand the game she's trying to critique, because she's already made a presupposition about sexism within the video game industry. And because she cannot detract from that, she has to stay consistent with her fucking worldview. That's why when she critiques games like Hitman Absolution, she broadly misconcepts them to fit her fucking narrative, when it suits her. Okay? If she, was to say, oh, I haven't played Hitman Absolution, so my viewpoint on it could be a little bit askewed, I could fly with that. I'd be like, okay, she didn't actually really play this game all that much. She wouldn't really know how it went. I haven't really played it, but I can tell you that Hitman is definitely a game about indiscriminately killing people, because the title says it all. It speaks for itself. What? Excuse me, but what if you bought this a Polly Pocket game for a PS2? Wouldn't somebody ask then for that? And I'm sorry that pink and blue video games somehow is fucking goddamn misogynist in some way. I'm very sorry that people tend to be, or little kids tend to be attracted to certain colors because they're at a young, naive age, where girls usually like anything pink and boys usually like anything blue. Well, that's what game studios are, and surprisingly enough, it still seems that female gamers can still enjoy these games. It's kind of the case where video games, certain video games can find a target demographic that they weren't even looking for. And what about those aforementioned girly games? Aren't those catering to females? Oh, no, that's misogyny, obviously. Jesus Christ, you fucking people always throw double standards all the fucking time. So, I had to ask something. So, is being a power-hungry, mindless, big Buffy, doesn't give a fucking shit about any kind of contextual situation kind of man somehow good qualities of a man, and thus obviously perpetuate empowerment in all of us males? Not exactly. I don't think so. But I can understand why other men would. But here's the thing, that not all men want a character like that. Maybe they want a silent protagonist like Link or Gordon Freeman. Some people want to play as a fucking girl like Shell in Portal, or any fucking RPG where you can play as a female, where you can make the decisions yourself and you can make your character revolve around how you see it for yourself. Oh, come on. As I said before, males can play fucking females too. Males will play as females too. MMOX Review is a very good example of a man playing as a female. And even though he does design his females to look fucking sexy and stuff, it still leaves on the principle that this pretty much concludes that your argument is fucking bullshit. Not to mention, women will play as men as well. Who the fuck cares if they're male or female? You can do whatever the fuck you want with our characters in a video game. Which is why I have to wonder why these things are invisible to us, if they're supposedly more visible than we first foreseen. As I said, I think they're more imaginary than invisible because they're being made up from straws. Okay, it's not anything to do with gender, it's everything to do with ethics journalism. Okay? When people get at, Polygon, and other fucking Polygon, and Kotaku, and Rock Paper Shotgun, they notice inconsistencies with what they're saying, and their personal affiliation with the people they're trying to defend, because they're trying to support the narrative. They don't want to be seen as a bunch of people who have no fucking ethics whatsoever. They want to detract from the situation. So you don't get to say it has something to do with gender, because you are the motherfuckers who are propagating that idea. Because it has nothing to fucking do with gender at all. At this point, it does not. And the fact that you guys still fucking refuse to acknowledge or even try to apologize for the shit that you come up shows that you even have less ethical value. And this is not coming from somebody who is a privileged white male, because I'm getting pissed off at the men who are saying this. So obviously it has nothing to fucking do with with them being men at all. It's that what they're fucking saying is stupid to me. It sounds stupid to me, and I disagree with it. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Anonymity on the internet works in a lot of different ways, because males can pretend to be females, they can hide their gender if they want to. There are some men who are fine to disclose it. I'm fine to disclose it. It does not matter to me, because I'm not a fucking ideologue who has to tell people how fucking oppressed I am from these horrible fucking harassments on the video games. Games. Of course you won't. You'll be harassed, or I guess, trash talked for how fucking bad or good you're playing. If you're fucking, raping the whole entire team, figuratively speaking, since you guys get all fucking tubes tied in a knot if somebody mentions rape as a fucking figurative, literal language. But if somebody was to rape, figuratively rape the entire team in the video game, people are going to say, oh, he's fucking hacksing. What a fucking hackster. Ban him. Kick him so we actually have an advantage and shit. And if somebody's playing shit, it's like, dude, get off the fucking game. Learn how to play, bro. Yeah, I see that all the fucking time, and I don't think it's fucking harassment. And if you are so fucking sensitive, if you're a special little snowflake that needs fucking special care, there's a little thing called a fucking mute button. Or you could just simply ignore it. Of course! Of course it isn't. Of course. And I'm glad that somebody actually correctly mentions what this is all about. It's trash talking. It has nothing to fucking do with sexism. It has nothing to do with harassment. And if you're a female and you play bad or you play good, it's going to happen the same way. Okay? Okay. So, all those Call of Duty gameplays where people say, I got a big fucking cock. I'm gonna fucking kill you, kid, and shit like that. That's somehow not talking about particular body parts at all? No? Or people saying, wow, you got a fucking small dick. You probably have a small dick and a small set of balls. You couldn't fuck a fucking woman if you tried, or even please her if you try. None of those absolutely have anything to do with it, right? Because, of course, the narrative is strung up upon you fellas and whatnot. Unless you've just been paid to just say these things. You're probably kind of scoffing, like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Maybe, I don't know. Could I have some sources as to that? Because I've never seen or heard of such things from the female perspective. Not even from Zoe Quinn or Anita Sarkeesian or Rebecca Watson or any of these fucking social ideologues. I want to tell you how oppressed they are. Because they're women by principle. Holy shit. I think I know this guy. This guy's from G4. One of the talk hosts. Well, buddy, you're not finding a lot of work now, are you? Or who knows? I may be wrong, but yeah, there really shouldn't. Well, okay. There is quite a bit of speculation about attractiveness, but it's because the majority of people who play video games are male, and males usually, talk to each other about, how hot this fucking woman is. But that's not sexism, and that's not even a fucking privilege. That is just base fucking society. How about women who talk about, male body parts? I mean, sure, they don't talk about it within the realm of the gaming culture, but they still talk about it. It's not absolutely non-existent at all. It's noticed that most of these things aren't even fucking privileges. Bullshit! Everything up to this point has been bullshit. And they've been all said by men. Okay? So, you've proved yourself fucking wrong just by that sentence alone. As I said, if Feminist Frequency was a man and he said the exact same things, he would be called out for his bullshit. The only difference is that he wouldn't get to pretend like he's fucking oppressed because of the principle of him being a man. He doesn't get to do that because people are going to say, oh, no, you're not fucking oppressed. People are just giving they're just saying what they want to say to the shit that you're saying. But yeah, it has absolutely fucking nothing to do with it. None of what you guys have said is fucking credible. And I'm a man. I'm a male gamer. I'm a white male gamer. And none of what you motherfuckers have said is somehow more credible. And if it was a female, not even the same amount of credibility, which is none. And whatever. Let's get to the final one. Nope. Nope. No. 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 It will not. It will be taken as seriously. It will be taken as seriously. The only difference is that if it was a bunch of women doing it, they get to pretend that they're fucking being oppressed when people make a reaction. Although they can't because the comments are disabled. Obviously disabled for this viewing. But you know what? If Feminist Frequency decided, well, since it's all a bunch of men doing it, we should, not disable the comments, the reactions would have been the same. Exactly the same if Anita Sarkeesian had enabled comments for all her other videos. Because it makes no fucking difference if you have a pair of balls, a dick, or a set of tits, or both, surprisingly enough. Whatever you say, what you do is what defines you. We live in meritocracy. We do not live in an oligarchy of gender. Well, obviously it is, because you said 25 invisible benefits of gaming while male. So you're obviously demonizing people like me. And anyone. Okay? So don't fucking say, well, it's not to suggest that all male are benefited. It's like, fuck you. You just said that all males are benefited. Okay? So fuck you. Don't even fucking you don't get to fucking have your cake and eat it too. Well, of course it's not. Of fucking course it's not. It has nothing to fucking do with gender. Or make the fucking conclusion and have facts to support our already fucking contention. Why not? Why not go for that instead? Instead of actually having facts, looking at the situations, don't bother with the fucking facts. Those are the things that are going to show that there is no fucking privilege in video gaming culture. I am very sorry for you that you lost. I believe you lost your job at G4, or that G4 turned into something that wasn't even for gamers anymore, and it was already starting to get to that curve. But I am very, very sorry that you, I forgot your fucking name, but whatever talk host you used to work on G4, you've had to devolve to this. You probably didn't want to. You're probably aware that you've worked with female co-hosts who are perfectly safe from talking about what they wanted to talk about because they accurately represented gaming culture, accurately, rather than Feminist Frequency, who pretends like she's a fucking gamer, but she really fucking isn't. Because of how she goes into her details, pretty much what she says and what she does. Nothing to do with her fucking gender. I am horribly sorry that you've had to devolve to making this narrative. I'm horribly sorry for all these men that have had to make this fucking narrative too. I'm surprised that this video is like 7 times longer than the actual video itself, but I have to call out bullshit when I see it or smell it. So, there you have it. The latest fucking bullshit, I guess, spin-off video of Feminist Frequency. We're gonna have to see you in 5 more months before fucking Feminist Frequency will release another video despite having made a shit ton of fucking money. More than she intended. And still has donations up, apparently. So, see you guys later.